Welcome to the PhoneArena.com video review of the Motorola Stature i9. The Stature is Nextel's first slim, sleek, fashion-forward phone. We've not quite seen anything like this from Nextel before, and we have to say, while big, we like the results. It features an internal antenna, while standard on pretty much all cell phones out there, still a rarity for Nextel. As you can see, the front is nice and shiny. One touch of the button out there, and it launches a watered-down version of the main menu, and touch-sensitive keys appear. We can scroll through and pick different options. Let's check out our pictures. As you can see, new touch-sensitive buttons appear. While it's not a true touchscreen on the outside, we do like the way that they've handled this. The menu actually runs buttery smooth on the outside, something that it doesn't on the inside, which is kind of funny. It's nice that the user can access most of the things they'd like to without opening the flip. The external display is 2 inches, QVGA, and 65,000 colors. If we open the phone up, we find a 2.2 inch. Surprisingly, there isn't much of a difference in sharpness. We have seen displays like this on the RAZR 2, as well as those touch-sensitive IDEN. The keypad is a little unique. As you can see from this lighting, you can almost not see the keys at all. They have the little metal nibs, which, to be quite honest, aren't very noticeable when you're running your hand across them. Still, the keypad offers good feedback, and there's a discernible click every time we touch something. The keypad layout is a little strange. Right now, since we're in bright light, the sensor's not lighting up at all, so you can't see the numbers very well. However, when it gets dark, the numbers light up, as well as the D-pad, with a nice little effect of illuminating LEDs running around it. One thing we dislike about Nextel phones, and unfortunately is carried over to the Stature, is the menu key is offset to the left side, as opposed to the center of the D-pad. This is an archaic design, and we hope that they address this soon. However, the menu is a little bit newer. Instead of the traditional 20-plus item layout, we now see just 9. This is a step in the right direction, and is much better and much more organized than we've seen in the past. As you can see, there's a little hiccup there. For the most part, the menu system does run smoothly, but for anyone who's used a Nextel phone in the past, you'll notice that menu lag here and there. It's not a major issue, but it is enough to be annoying from time to time. The flip is nice and sturdy. It takes a little bit of pushing to open and close it, but as you can hear, it has a reassuring click to it. The phone is definitely very heavy and very large, and, as you can see, a fingerprint magnet. However, compared to the i880 it replaces, it's a huge step in the right direction. We also feature a 3.2 megapixel camera on the back with an LED flash. This is a pretty sophisticated camera for such a low-end network in terms of data, but we do like seeing that. If we remove the battery door, we can see the memory card slot. We like that we don't have to remove the battery, as we've seen with other Motorola phones. However, in a strange move, the phone does not ship with either a memory card or a holster. Its $199 price tag puts it at the top of the Nextel lineup, but basic accessories aren't included. This is not like Nextel or Sprint. Generally, they're fairly generous with their accessories, so we don't like this move. We were told that call quality on the i9 was excellent. In fact, callers said it was one of the better phones we've ever tested. On our end, it was pretty good as well. It was a little distant, but that's to be expected with a Nextel phone, at least from our testing. Battery life is pretty paltry, but again, with IDEN, that's the norm. All in all, the i9's not a bad phone. We have very similar feelings to it as we did with the 8350i that we reviewed recently. If you need to keep IDEN and you're looking for a sleek, sexy phone, the i9 is your only option, and it's a pretty good option at that. However, if you don't need IDEN, probably should be looking elsewhere.